I don't know why that was muted. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me? Great, perfect. Yay. I was saying, hey everybody, it's your Quilty BFF here, having some cake. I know it's late. It's probably late everywhere. It's kind of late here too. But thank you, Kathleen. No, I mean, this cake is tasty. It's from the Torrance Bakery, and it's one of their strawberry cakes, and it's good. Yes, I'm having cake at 9 o'clock at night because it's my birthday and I can. Thanks, guys. I finished that other quilt. Can you believe it? The what was that? That flying geese one. It just needs to be bound, and I left it in the car. So it's so cold outside. Nobody's going to get that. That feels like a tomorrow project. But it's quilted. It's finished. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Chrissy. So now I'm starting a new one. I need to cut the binding for it. I didn't cut the binding. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll keep cutting. I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting ready to do. But it is cold out here, right? It is cold and it's windy. It's all the things. But I knew I was going to be in the quilt room for a couple hours, so I figured we'd be here together. Thanks, Annette. What did you guys do today? Anybody do anything amazing? Mm-hmm. That cake is rich. So rich. Oh, yeah, it's definitely colder where you are, Wendy. Wendy, is that Celsius? Definitely colder where you are. Sharon, I'm not familiar with Time Machine. I wonder if Time Machine is in that new book. They sent me the newest one, but okay, really? But I haven't looked at it yet. Let me see if it's in the newest one. Oh, 6 to 12 inches of snow. I got you. So you're like in the 30s, low 40s, 30s. Is this the newest book? Yeah, I think this is the newest book. This is this is like the first time that I'm actually like looking at this book here. And my next 3-yard quilt is not coming out of this book. But I think that house, everybody scrap busts with the house. So I like that they have that in there. I just like reflections. I like elation. I wonder how elation comes together. I'm literally holding the book wondering how it comes together. Oh, it's older. Okay, Noemi, what days will I be at Road to California? I know that I should know that information. I know that I should. But the problem is that, oh shoot, they sent me another card and I didn't even know it until it just fell out of the book right now. I didn't know it's the same time as another expo. So I'm not exactly sure, but the first day I'll be there for sure. So what's that, Wednesday or Thursday? What's it? No, I won't be there preview night. I'll be there, I think, Thursday. And then, I don't know. Aw. Fran is so sweet. I love these. When I tell you I love these, it's so simple. Fabric Cafe. They send me the card sometimes, and it makes me very happy. But for sure, so Noemi, it'll be that first. I will probably be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be there. Ooh, maybe not Saturday. Thursday, Friday. Does it go till Sunday? Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. I'll be there. I'll be there a lot. I'll be there several days. Can't remember their dates. Again, there's another expo. And so I'm trying to do all the things. And there's somebody that I'm trying to catch at the other expo. And I think they'll be there on Saturday. And I hate that she never stays till Sunday. But I want to meet her. So I'm going to meet her. And I don't think I'm going to do both on Saturday. I don't know. Definitely the first full day, though, for sure. And then the next day, if it's the Friday. I don't think I'll be there Saturday. I forget. Hosted dinner for our nephew from Egypt. What? I bet that was amazing. I would like to just hear his stories. 30 degrees in Wisconsin. Ooh, wee. And it's 47. I'm telling you, this 47 feels like 40. It feels mighty cold. Oh, a 5-yard quickie. Okay. Ooh, 3 yards are your favorite. Mine too. The quilt that I'm working on now is not a 3-yard quilt, and the one that I just finished isn't. And it's I forgot what it's like to quilt a quilt, like to really be working on a large quilt. Jay, I'm in Cali, so I live in Los Angeles. If you're talking to me, I don't know if somebody else said they're going to be visiting. The show, The Road to California, if you're asking about that, that's in Ontario. And the other show, Impressions Expo, is in Long Beach. So I'll be in those two cities. Yeah, Whitney, it is tricky. It is tricky trying to get those flights. Thanks, Tracy. I know, it's a late night. I like doing these random pop-ups, though, so that anybody can catch me. So sometimes early in the day, they're like, hey, we're at work, we can't catch you. I'm like, okay. Late night, different group. Wendy, I know. I have somebody for that, though. Really, there's somebody who knows the information. I just don't know it. But I know they tell me where to be and when to be the places. And I just don't know it off. Knowing stuff is not my gift. Keeping up with things, not my gift. You want a colorful quilt? I got you. Knowing the things, yeah, not my gift. I got an idea, a rough estimate, but that's about it. Leave it to your quilty BFF to be a little all over the place. Okay, so this is the quilt that we finished. Can't wait to put the binding on it. I'm going to cut up the rest of this fabric, then I'll probably grab the binding fabric and get that binding prepped and ready to go for tomorrow so I can just zip it on. Yeah, 47, it's cold. It's cold out here. The heater is on in my house. I turned on the heater and walked out of there. So it'll be nice and toasty when I get back. Kathleen, that's who I want to meet. So she'll be there on, I think, Friday and Saturday. I hate when she does it. I wish she would be there on Sunday because that would work out for my life. And I know Angelina Jasmine is so concerned about my life. Nice fencing competition. Oh, I want to thrust and parry. Ah. Oh, about the show? Oh, you're in Cali too. So, um, Ontario and then Impressions, but Impressions is not a quilt show. It's a textile show, clothing industry show. What's a good pattern to do as a beginner? Anything in a 3-yard quilt book. Just about anything will teach you all the lessons. Points if you get one with a half square triangle so that you have to do a bunch of them, and then you'll be amazing before you know it. You don't want to do the traffic? It will be some traffic. That's gonna happen. Traffic in LA. I was trying to get to the quilter who's in Pasadena. I'm in LA proper. And I hit the 110 freeway and was like, what are we doing? Why are we all just sitting here on a Sunday? It's a Sunday. There's no reason for this. There's no time when you can really get, I think right now, actually that's not true because football is happening right now. I think San Francisco played in San Francisco because I know they played the Rams, but I think they did that in San Francisco. But every place is just packed. Packed out. All right, so we need 5 of those size strips. Who am I going to see at Road to California? Who's going to go? I'm excited about it. I am very excited about Road to California. Hey, Debbie. And Jay, don't feel like you have to buy the whole 3-yard quilt book, even though I think you should because you get hecka options and you're going to probably like it. You can get the patterns individually online. So if you don't want to wait for a physical copy, you can just grab it online. You got options. You've got some options. Tracy, you'll be there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like I should do, dare I say it, a meetup. I want to see everybody. Okay, if you see me, you're going to stop me, right? You're going to stop me and say, hey, right? It's going to happen. Tiffany, what are you doing? Tiffany, are you gonna do Road to California too? I know you're doing QuiltCon. I know you're getting ready, and it's funny when you were talking about walking yesterday. I was like, I need to be doing some walking too. I need to be getting myself ready for all the walking. I need to be really prepping for that. Tiffany, have you ever done Oh, let's see. No, I mean, it is that cold. It knocked me clear out. Isn't that terrible? It really happened. That was nothing but the wind and that was nothing but the wind being mean. That wind was being not nice for a moment. It's so windy. There are so many trees that are down right now. So many trees. Debbie, you asked what pattern I'm working on. I am working on it's Modernly Morgan's pattern. I was obsessed. Oh my gosh. When I say obsessed, I mean insane obsessed with this pattern last year. But I don't know why I wasn't able to get to I wasn't able to get to it. I do not feel like I'm being helpful here. I wasn't able to get to it. So I was like, ugh. But this year, not only can I get to it, I think I'm going to tweak it. I think I've got an idea for it. I've got an idea. And I really want my idea to work badly. But we'll see. We shall see. It's Valentine's Day, so we got to get in the Valentine's Day mood. Debbie, you like it? Me too. It's a stunner. I really like it. A lot. When I tell you guys I was stalking her, because she did a teaser before she dropped her pattern, everybody was looking at it like, huh. But I wanted to do that pattern so bad. I stalked her. I sent her messages about it. I was overjoyed. And did I do anything? I did not. Oh. But this year, I'm coming back with a vengeance. Because I think I've got an interesting idea for it, maybe. Ooh, the Balloon Fest. That sounds beautiful. That sounds absolutely beautiful. Quilts by Carmel. I feel like I know that name. Do I know? I feel like I'm familiar with that. Where are all these gonna go? Debbie, the name of this is I think it's Homespun? Heartspun. Heartspun. This is really upside down. It's Heartspun. Let me look it up because I can't seem to pull it in my mind. Joe Carmel heart pattern. I do know who Quilt. I ran into her Um, oh, it's the double heart. Super cute. I ran into her at, was it Road? I think it was Road. Let me show you guys. Can I show you guys? Can I get this right? Let's remove you. There she is right there. It's double hearts. It's cute. It is very cute. Go Joe. Super duper cute. Thank you, Lindiana. Yep, I ran into Joe at at super nice. Very, very, very nice. And it looks like it could be a fast finish. Fran Morgan did an Alex Anderson video. How am I missing this stuff? You guys got to start tagging me on the things. That is so random. That's so funny. That is. You guys have no idea how funny it is that they have a video. Kathleen, tell me where to find the Fran Morgan and Alex Anderson video. Son of a gun. Boy. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Debbie. I've got to see. I'm tempted to pull it up right now. That's how bad I want to see that video. Thank you, Tiffany. Today is your girl's birthday. And what am I doing? My favorite thing in the whole wide world. Kathleen, you got to tell us where we can find this video. It's so imperative that I see it. I am dying to see what that video is about, who's on whose channel, what they're talking about. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know. 2, 4, 6, 8. There is so much happening. Is this thing frozen again? Am I still? Nope, I'm not frozen. Okay. The quilt show. Freddie Moran's house. Okay, I'm gonna check out the quilt show. I am familiar with the quilt show. One day I will be on the quilt show, hopefully. Prayerfully. You guys are sending me the well wishes to be on the quilt show one day. After this year, if the things go right, next year I want to be on the quilt show, or I want to have my own quilt show. How about that? How about them apples? How about, I guess technically I do kind of have my own quilt show. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. So much happening. There's just so much goings on. So there's some really neat exhibits that are going to be at Road to California. I've heard, and I'm getting excited about. I really want to ask the nice people at Road to California if they will let me slip in early so I can film for us. Why, you say? Because I like to do live videos. It's our thing, right? But there is a lovely man who has lovely, loud copyright music that he plays as you walk through and look at the quilts. And if I'm being honest, it is a lovely experience when you are not filming. But, yeah, they've got me a few times on that. So, I'd like to see if they will let me in when he is not being great. But we're also going to test those mics probably tomorrow. I think I'll test them tomorrow. They're sitting right here for the testing. See, look. Okay, doesn't want to come out. This is our new gear. New gear. Doesn't look all official. Looks all like it does stuff. And it does. I saw this going a whole lot easier. I had to try to, learning equipment. Again, guys, who would have thought my life would be this? Equipment. What do I know about equipment? But a lot has happened. You can't see, but above the head, my head right here, it's like studio. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. Look, it's studio lighting. It's the things that I am now aware of that I never thought I would ever need to know. I'm learning, guys. Just bear with me. One day, it will be a full production. And you guys will be like, she said she was going to have a full production. She said she was. Found it. Search Alex Anderson and Freddie Moran. And it popped right up. Is it Freddie? Or is it Fran Morgan? I got to check it out. 2 seconds. I'm going to look. I'm going to cut this first. Oh, it's Freddie. Okay. Okay. I was laughing because I have built a relationship up with Fabric Cafe. As you guys know, I know who they are. They know who I am. And I was talking them up to, I was telling Alex Anderson about 3-yard quilts because, I'm obsessed with them. And at the time, I don't think she was really familiar with the concept and the ideas. And so I brought her a book and stuff and we were talking about it a little bit. But I want, 3-yard quilts is a thing. They are a moment. They are a moment right now. They are iconic in the quilt community. And I want them to have all the success in the world. I want it. I want them to get it. And they're close to hitting 100,000. I think they will. I think they're going to break 100K this year for sure. They are rolling. And from there, I want them to get their million. After you hit 100,000, I feel like your next goal is 1 million. I want Jenny Doan to hit her million this year too. She's close. I think she's sitting at about 900. Pave the way, ladies. Pave the way. I'm right behind you. Wish for it with me, guys. Lindiana, it's such a good way to eat through fabric. It's such a great way. Or make some bags. Or do like me. Wrap everybody's gifts in fabric. Make big reusable fabric slabs and just go for it. Just get into it. Get into it. Lindiana, I know. I'm trying to go for it this year. I'm trying to say stuff with my chest. If you had met me before this year, I probably would have said in a very meek way, like, oh, I have a YouTube channel. Like, now I'm trying to say it with my chest. I have a YouTube channel. It is a successful channel. These are the things that I have going on. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. Say it with your chest. Own it. You've got it. It's doing things. Roll with it. I'm trying to be that and just trying to be really super grateful. Those are my goals this year. Kathleen, I don't need to buy any more fabric. I almost died yesterday. I was in the closet right here because in the closet, we've gutted it so that we could make room and change stuff around and store stuff because all of a sudden I have too much stuff. And I was pulling down one of the containers. I call everything Tupperware. Everything that's in those, plastic containers, even if they're huge, I still call them Tupperware. So I'm pulling down the Tupperware and the whole thing comes down. Everybody thought that was the end of me. And poor daddy. Oh my, poor daddy. He was trying to get to me the best he could. But you guys know, wasn't fast. But he was concerned. It sounded terrible. I don't need any more. I was like, what is this stuff? It's a thing full of panels. What am I going to do with all those panels? Says the girl who just bought 12. Shout out to the people who know why I bought 12 panels. It's panels in there. And then there's like ethnic fabrics. How many times have you guys seen me use ethnic fabrics? Ethnic quilt is on this list. I was like, what quilt was I thinking it did? So yes, I don't need to buy any more fabric anyway. Now, are we going to buy fabric tomorrow, Kathleen? Yes. But we need that. We need that for a quilt. You guys, it's so easy to fall down this rabbit hole. So easy. But I swear the fabric that we're buying tomorrow, we really do need, we have to have it. We have to. But after that, And I bought some fabric for a 3-yard quilt. In my mind, I'm going to do a modern baby quilt. I know a lot of moms these days are not into the cutesy pinks and blues and that kind of thing. I don't want pink either, but excuse me, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to show people how to do a modern one. Lindiana, I love that you get it. I love that you get me. Lindiana, what bag? Daddy's doing good. He tried to jump up and say today as I was coming over. I saw he was doing daddy things. He was taking out the trash. I was like, should he be doing that? He looked so regular and so normal. He looked like he had never missed a step. It was like nothing had ever happened to him. He's such an amazing little man. Debbie, they are. They are, Debbie. They really are. It's 12 of them. Somebody knows the pattern that I'm about to do because I just said 12. Somebody knows exactly what's getting ready to happen. But it won't be happening for about this quilt. Then that 3-yard quilt is next. Oh, and then the charity quilt. And then I might be able to get to it. Get out of town. I wish I want that one. Lindiana, I want that one. So here's the thing. My friends, I have so much to tell you guys. Actually, I could just go. So my friends are in a B. I should say I am in a B with my friends. I am just not being right with it because I have not done the project. But they're doing that. Is it called the duffel? What is it called? The duffel bag. Everybody knows about it. I think it's by Knot and Thread. Patchwork duffel. It's called patchwork duffel. And I was really excited because I thought it was going to be slightly smaller than the duffel bag behind me, which is the by Annie duffel bag. And I think that one is just called duffel bag. That bag is huge. That bag is so big. I let Auntie Didi borrow my Ultimate Travel 2.0, which is the 2.1, which is a 2.0, whatever, the Ultimate Travel bag. It is the best size. When I tell you the best size for just a weekend, it's perfect. I've got a couple shows that I'm doing, right, where I just need to run up. That's all I really need to pack if I'm being 100% honest. Just grab the Ultimate Travel bag and roll up out of here. That duffel bag is big enough for me and my husband to do a weekend. It's so big. Where is it? It's right there. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab it. Look at how big this bag is. Oh. This bag is so big. It's such a good size. Give me a snack. We'll wait for you, Tiffany. This one here is, oh, you guys, I love this bag. I love the other bag that goes with it. Yeah, and yes, I did put my little Auntie Didi on a plane with some bats. She's the most saved and sanctified, brightest person you have ever met. And yes, I put her in there with the witches with the bats. Should be all right. Lindiana, is it this one? Is it the Get Out of Town one is smaller, right? Because there's one that's right under this one. And that's the one I want to do. I want one that's slightly smaller than this. Did I do the is this the Get Out of Town 2.0 or 2.1? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it's big. It's a big bag. I want one a little bit smaller. Randy's Roost, so long. Okay. And we have to get, Lindiana, this is the fabric that I need to buy more of tomorrow. I switched patterns. So originally I was going to do, okay, I don't see it. I don't know where it went. I don't know where the pattern went. There is a Missouri Star pattern that is similar to this one that I was going to do. And so I purchased fabric for that pattern and decided that I wanted to switch it out to this pattern because I just did. So where did it go? I need more backing. I don't have the proper amounts of fabric. And that's why I went and almost died trying to pull out this fabric, because I thought, don't I have some of that for another project that I never got to, for a baby that is now probably going to be turning 3 this year. I was supposed to do it before baby was born. That didn't happen. So I used it. I was like, why not? I'm not doing it. Used it. The recipe, the instructions called for 3 1/3. I have 3. Oh, I tell you. I've cut 4. I need literally 1 more strip. No, that yours is smaller because this one right here is like 20 by 19, like something in like 9. That one, yours is the one that's right under this one. Yeah, I did the Ultimate 2.0 and then, yeah, that's the ultimate. No, I did the Ultimate Travel Bag 2.0 and then this one right here, which is a duffel bag. I did them at the same time. What's up, Sean? I started to call you. I was having a whole fit today. I was having multiple fits. I was not behaving nicely today. Sean, I'm looking for border applique embroidery. Is that a thing? Does that exist? There's one woman who does it, but I'm having a difficult time. Meaning of Life Designs. I saw hers, and that's the one that I really want to use. So maybe I should just deal with it, but I'm really not exactly sure how to. Debbie, that quilt is quilted, believe it or not. That sucker just needs binding, which I'm glad you mentioned it because we can do the binding right now. It is done. Done, done, done. Where did that other pattern go? Where could I put that pattern? This room is this big. Where can stuff go? You guys know where the pattern went? Under the cake. So this was the pattern that I was originally going to do. So it's a log cabin, and this one's by Missouri Star. And this is the one that I've changed it to. And this is by Modern Lee Morgan. But I'm going to tweak this. I think I am. In my mind, I am. Miss Pauline has something. I don't even know who Miss Pauline is. Thank you, Sean. Lindiana, you already know. Under something else. You already know. This cake is good. Me and Tiffany are having a snack. Debbie, you got to see it the way she makes it up. She had a holiday one. Oh my gosh. She has another pattern that I like a lot. I like her style. Her style is very clear. You know a Modern Lee Morgan pattern when you see it. I wonder if you'll be able to say that about me one day. Hint, hint. Thank you, Sonia. Tiffany's having a brownie and some cherry pie. My kind of gal. Tracy, who's shopping my checking out? Let me see. Is it Miss Pauline? Who's shopping my checking out, Tracy? Oh, you want me to see? Tracy, what are you telling me to do? You want me to look up Modernly Morgan? What are we doing? What are we talking about? I love this pattern. What happened was when I was at Missouri Star, because they're genius, they have patterns hanging on. They have their patterns and quilts hanging on the walls of the hotel that you're staying in. And so you're looking at you talk about, I wanted to buy everything I saw. But you guys know I'm a pattern lover. And this one was above my bed. And now I have it. I wonder how many other people can say that. You want to look at Morgan's thing? Let me see. Modernly Morgan. I will share it and show you guys. Why not? So here's one. This is pretty. Love her colors. Love that. Night Vision. There she is. Oh, there's two different layouts for this one too. So we can stack it or you can stagger it. Now you guys know my least favorite pattern of all time is a chevron. I cannot stand a chevron. I actually prefer this one. I'm trying to pretend as though it's not a chevron. In my mind, I'm like, that's not a chevron. I do not like chevron pattern. It drives me insane. But here, gotta have it. Gotta have it. Where's the one that I really love? Oh, she's got a lot going on here. Let me see. Shop. Okay, so here are some Modernly Morgan patterns. Where's the one that I love? I like this one a lot. This one is the Revival Quilt. Like that a lot. But then you guys know I'm a 4-patch girl, and you can clearly see the 4 patches there. And then I think it was this one right here, Hodgepodge, which was like her OG. This was probably one of the first quilts that I ever saw by her, which I am super obsessed with. And then I really like the confetti hearts. I like her style. I like her style. And that's Modernly Morgan. She's got a shop. And where? It's in Washington. I didn't know she had a shop. Ooh. Really? I haven't. I'm gonna Washington. I might put that. I might be able to get up there. Might be able to do a Washington. Debbie, Modernly Morgan goes hard. I love her. She the revival, was it the revival that I'm obsessed with? It's the one with the star right here, and then the patchwork at the diagonal, and then this one here. I have to, like, you have to. You just gotta. You just gotta do it. Yeah, I'm going to put this pattern down, and I'm going to cut those strips for that binding. Binding time. Don't judge me because I just pulled this out of the giveaway bag. Not the giveaway that I'm doing right now, but the after I use a piece of fabric, I'm done with it. Even solids, guys. And so, yes, this was in the scrap bag, even though I'm pretty sure this is a half a yard of fabric. Scrap. Which is also why I can never make a scrap quilt, because I don't have scraps. All right, let's see if we can get 9 strips out of this. And Shahalis. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her out. I like her so much. I like her style so much. So very much. There are some excellent pattern designers out there. That blue fabric that I just pulled out that I said was for a baby quilt. I was gonna redo the Dragon Dreams quilt. One of my favorite patterns of all time is that Dragon Dreams. Grand Slam Designs. Okay. How do you find, Sean, how do you find this stuff? You are the best. Boy, you can find something. Dragon Dreams. I hope you guys are familiar with Dragon Dreams. If there is a baby in your life that is special, not the ones that you just gotta, whip out. But if there is a baby that is special in your life, Dragon Dreams is so cute. And I love it because you can customize it. She's got some stuff where you can customize it now, and I just am obsessed. Obsessed. She's got a couple little blocks that you can change out. I changed my first one. How did I change mine? Oh, I appliqued a name on it, which I think everybody should do. And now that I have an embroidery machine, I really want to put people's names on stuff. Really badly. What's everybody talking about? I need to put an arrow or a piece of tape on here or something. I feel, well, we'll just go with it. Why didn't I fold this fabric in half? This is how you know I just enjoy cutting. Because there is no reason on God's green earth that I should not have folded this in half and done my cutting. In half the time. And then I talk about things taking forever. Well, that's why. I need Alex Anderson's Quilter Select. I think I'm going to give up this rotary cutter. It's my favorite of all time. It's my jam. It's the first one that I started off with. I have some others, but that's the one that I use all the time. But I've just been told that Alex Anderson's over time will just save your wrist. And I do want to preserve my little body here because I want to be able to do this for as long as I possibly can. So, since everybody says that it's so ergonomic and it's weighted and blah, 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 but then I'm going to have to get used to it, the way that it closes and everything. And I know I can do it, but I'm just saying, I think I better get hip to the ergonomic game. Before the only thing I can do is use my AccuQuilt. We've got lots of AccuQuilt stuff coming up, guys. I've been wanting to get to it for like a year. And at the time, it's finally here, I believe. Debbie, did you see something you liked on the Modernly Morgan website? Did you get something good? No, the Martelli one is totally, hers is just, it's weighted. It looks like this. There's a little button right here. And in order to make it start going, I believe you just start. And then you click it. When you turn your wrist over, you just hit it on something. And it engages the safety part. It's Alex Anderson's rotary cutter. Yeah, people talk about it. They swear they just love it. I'm like, okay. Now this really is a scrap. Truly. Do I feel like, how do I feel like doing this? Let's do it the fun way. Trying not to shop tonight. I heard that. Well, you guys, I keep my Christmas tree and decorations up all the way through my birthday. But tomorrow I've got to take it all down. It is time. This is like my New Year's. My birthday is like New Year's for me, since it's right here. So it is time to take it all down. And yes, not only do we have the inside decoration still, we still have the outside decoration still burning. I drove by and was like, huh. Forgot I need to take those down. Those could have come down, but oh well. Come on in there. What is happening? Okay. Okay. Sean, did you get your tickets and stuff? Are you going to be here for impressions and Did you decide? I know you've got a lot of stuff. I know you've got a lot of travel and stuff going on, but yeah, it's Quilter Select. You know it. You're not gonna make it. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? Who is gonna encourage me to buy all the things? Just buy all the things? So I'm probably not gonna catch you till Houston, huh? See, we all need you. We need you. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I wish they had a brick and mortar store, but we'll see. I'm so glad I looked at that. Okay. Raise your hand if you're sleepy. I had a feeling when I did it. I was like, something's no. Fabric Cafe doesn't have a brick and mortar. They have a warehouse or whatnot, but nope. And every time I see their video, they got another person working for them. They are growing exponentially. Shout out to them. So I'm thinking that they're gonna have to expand again soon. Nope, Fabric Cafe is an online shop only that does some big business. I thought I was going to go for another hour, but you know what? The way I'm feeling, we might be calling it. I don't even know what I'm pushing for. Like, why am I pushing? Tomorrow, these strips will get sewn together. We'll toss this binding on. We will go shopping and test these microphones and see what happens, and that should be a show. Lindy, I said you should have been. Yeah, Kathleen, they definitely have another book coming. They'll probably drop about 5 books this year like they did last year. Thank you, Renee. Yours is Friday. Whoop, whoop. Happy birthday to you, too. Yeah, and you can expect a Fabric Cafe book just about every season, every quarter. Every quarter. You guys, I am loving those pillows right there. I can't wait till that whole installation comes together. Debbie, the one that I'm doing the quilt for is in the car. And when I get in that car, I am not coming back. I'll show it to you guys probably tomorrow when I put the binding on. So check back. Or you can wait till Friday when the video releases. I haven't even looked at it. You know, I went to the quilter and I just peeked at it. I was like, okay, that's cool. Thanks. Gotta go. Gotta go. Thank you. See you later. I've got to give her a special shout out because y'all know I just finished that quilt and it's already done and back. That is a quilter who is working with your girl for sure, because I was pushing to get that quilt. I mean, when I tell you guys pushing to get that quilt done, it's just been a while since I've done some heavy duty piecing. So it's been a while. And I need to have more realistic expectations about the amount of time that it takes for quilts to get done. I say that all the time. Yeah, Annette, she is. She just knocked mine out, and I appreciate her for that. She's special. She just knocked mine out. I'm so excited for you guys who've all used her. There are so many people who have used her, and I'm so happy for you guys. Right now, she's running a special for holiday stuff. So anything winter, any winter design right now is 10% off. And then if you have a Valentine's Day quilt, that'll be in February. She'll be running another special. Three for you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You have 3 quilts finished. Bam. Love it. Love that for you. Love that for you. Hey, Cynthia. I'm glad to be back. And I feel so like regular, just like me. I feel so me. I don't know who I was feeling like for a minute, but it wasn't me. Yeah, Debbie, it is. The binding that I'm working on now and the one that's in the trunk that I don't want to go grab is for Dad's friend. I'm so happy to get this done. I'm so happy. So happy. That was looming. It's another reason why I won't do quilts for people. Because it feels like it's looming over my head. I don't want things looming over my head. But I'm happy to be able to knock something out for Daddy. So he doesn't ask for much. I need to do a good label for them. My mother is She knows. She knows about my labels. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. Now, you guys probably haven't. And depending upon how long you guys have been around this channel, my labels that I do are usually very thoughtful. You know, I try to do a well thought out label for whomever I'm doing one for. And so I feel like if I just don't put a label on there, she's going to be, well, where's the label? I just know she is. Well, you're not going to put a label on it? Go put a label on it. Like you did the others. I already know. I already see it. So let me not shortchange these people. But most of the labels are because I know the people who I am giving the quilts to. Well, kind of. That's not true. I don't know the charity quilts, and I do labels for those too. So let me just shut up and do the label. I don't know why I feel like everybody kind of struggles. A lot of people struggle with the label part. A lot of people struggle with that part. And I print mine on fabric and then sew the fabric to the back of the quilt in the corner. Jay, not long, only a few years. My first projects sewing are on camera. What happened was I was a paper crafter who loves stamps. You guys, I love stamps more than I just love them as much as I love quilting, actually. And I always kind of knew I wanted to try quilting, but I was doing paper crafting videos and cards. Love to make handmade cards. So my first couple of videos that were sewing, I did on camera. And then I was like, who is getting ready? I was in a different space. I was at my house. I was like, who's going to set up these videos? Filming it was not the same as filming a card. And I had just kind of gotten into it, but nobody was watching those videos at all. But then when I started to quilt, I found community. And I think that's one of the things that made me fall in love with quilting, that and the fact that quilting is just awesome. And I fell in love hard and started buying up the things, trying to find all my people. And eventually I was torn about doing videos, showcasing it. But the problem was I had such a hard time finding my people. Finding people who quilted a little funkier with funkier colors and wanted to try things and push the limits. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find my people. So I thought maybe I need to be the change that I want to see in the world. And I for darn sure couldn't find any black people. I was like, do black people quilt? Yes, they do. I just couldn't find them. So I was looking for people. I was looking for some people. I was like, do younger people quilt? Where are my people? I even joined a senior citizen center. They let me. I'm not a senior citizen. Even today, I'm not a senior citizen, but they let me join. And again, I fell in love. And now it's all I want to do and talk about. If you're not talking about quilting, why are we even talking? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about whatever anybody's talking about. Quilting is my love. It's my jam. It's all I want to do is race to do that next quilt. So once I figured out how to set it up and film it and whatnot, I came back to it. And I think the world missed about, I know it missed, I don't know if they were quilts or if they were just projects. But I know my fourth quilt, I was numbering my quilts in the beginning. So the fourth quilt you guys didn't see, the third quilt you didn't see. The fourth quilt was my husband's quilt. The second quilt you didn't see, that was the Tulips by Missouri Star. I think that was number 2. I did one for my boss at that time. I did one for my husband that was dope that you guys didn't see. And I think you guys have seen everything after that. Did I film my very first quilt? I tried every technique I had ever seen on YouTube. Every technique on that first quilt. Everything. You name it, I tried it. 5 quilts and no labels. Ah. Tiffany, you be hitting your nails? I guess I do too. I just hit them and keep going. No, Tracy, I haven't posted it. Nobody has seen it at all, including me. I haven't unfolded it, but I did. I grabbed it back from the quilter. Jay, the community is amazing. I mean, amazing. I feel like I have found lifelong quilty BFFs here. It's what I needed. There's, it's kind of missing in the world, kind of in a way. Kind of. We do have the Instagrams and the Facebooks and things, but there's just something a little different about the quilty community. If you are a quilty person, they will embrace you and help you and chill with you. And then you can find ones that live close to you and join guilds and be having a good old time. And I'll never claim to know the things, because if you watch me, Jay, you will see me do some insane things. The other day, who was that? Was it Terry? I think it was Terry. I was cutting something upside down, which made life very difficult. And she was like, just turn it over. She was so right. I definitely do newbie stuff. I've got a girlfriend who gets so mad when I say I'm new to quilting. She gets so mad. She's like, you're not new. And I'm like, well, I've only been doing it for a few years, but I'm not super duper new, but I would never claim to know the things. Because when you meet a real quiltress, somebody who does this for real, and they see you cutting stuff upside down, like, you are not it. What are you doing, baby girl? Like, that is not smart. So I guess there's all levels to new. I'm trying to get 10,000 quilting hours under my belt. And then I might be talking that quiltress talk. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. Is it because I turn stuff upside down and sew it? Is that why you feel comfortable here? Is it because you just saw me have to seam rip a simple binding? Yeah, it's my life. I'm so glad that you found community here. I'm so happy. That's why I started it. I am here to be an inspiration to others. And there were so many comments on the giveaway video. Shout out to Lisa, whoever she is, wherever she is. She won the giveaway. I posted the video of me pulling it. But there were so many comments about me inspiring people, which really keeps me inspired. So I'm happy, because that's really what I wanted to do, is inspire people to try something weird. Cut something off. Put some applique on top of it. And please do not use that plain old color combo. Give it a little something. Give it a little zhuzh. I swear I want to do a how to zhuzh up a 3-yard quilt book. I'm going to just keep saying it until it's going to come into fruition. Until it comes into fruition. Manifest it, Will. I'm going to try. Sean, you think, I don't know if I'm close to 10,000 hours. I was thinking it would take me about I was thinking about 8 years before I hit like a true 10,000 hours. Cause your girl be quilting. I quilt a lot during the day. I quilt a lot. But girl, I hit 10,000 hours. Y'all gonna be like, if you don't shut up, you still sew stuff backwards. You're not a quiltress. You still sewing stuff upside down. Get out of here. Get out of here. I can't wait to see when I release the shirts which ones people buy. Are they buying like straight up quiltress shirts? Or are they gonna buy quiltress and training shirts? I am dying to see which ones are gonna go and what people are gonna be rocking. And I'm gonna quit talking about the t-shirts because every time I do, somebody's like, well, when can we buy them? I don't know. I don't know. That's where it's gonna be January. I swear. So my favorite part of quilting, I love all of these things the same. So I love picking out the colors a lot. Like that brings me great joy. I love to cut. I love to cut fabric. I love to piece. So the sewing together the fabric. After that, we don't have to talk about it no more. We don't have nothing else to talk about because that's it. That's where your girl draws the line. That quilting foolishness. Nope, she don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. I think that might change when I get a digital long arm. When I get a computerized system. Once I get that, we're cooking. Then you guys will see what's really in here. You guys will see a quilt come to fruition from start to finish the way I want it to. Right now, I make do. And that's not to say that long armors can't do what I want, but I don't know if they can do what I want within the time and trying to explain it and all of that. And also, I want to show more of my, not abstract, well, yeah, abstract quilting. Just quilts that are not patterns that you guys are familiar with. So you guys can really get to know what's in here. I do a lot of other people's patterns and I zhuzh up a quilt here and there. But my Disney series that I'm doing, that's where you really get to see what I want to do. My circle quilts are cool too. But yes, that quilting foolishness, no thank you. No thank you. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want it. You can keep it. Oh, quilting. I don't want to baste that bad boy. I don't want to talk about basting it. I do not. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I love the fact that we have the option to get quilts quilted. I know everybody can't do that, and I understand. I get it. It's a luxury, but quilting is a luxury in my opinion. It's a luxury sport. Yeah, I call it a sport because I've been standing on my feet for how long? How long have I been standing on my feet, guys? Sport. If golf is a sport, quilting is a sport. Gosh darn it. Quiltress in training 20 years, Debbie. I feel you. Yeah. I love that people love to quilt. You can quilt all my quilts if you like. All of them. Night night, Tiffany. I think I'm going to start to love the quilting process again a lot more when I get that digitized long arm. Then I think I'll be cooking with gas. There are so many things that I want to try with a long arm. So many. And I don't, these quilters are doing what the quilters are doing what they do for a business, and the things that I want to do, I'm sure would get ridiculously expensive and time consuming, and ain't nobody got time for that except for me. And so I want to push quilting in some kind of way. What's up, Sherry? I want to push it. I want to push the limits. I want to try. Whatever those limits may be. Maybe I come up with some kind of technique that's never been done before. Debbie, I do make a lot of quilts. A lot of them are 3-yard quilts, and I don't know if 3-yard quilts count the way that I want them to. But I definitely make a lot of quilts. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jay, I break my stuff up. I break because of that. I break my stuff up. If for the most part, you won't see me just, except for 3-yard quilts. 3-yard quilts, I do move through within a day. A lot of those I can do in a day. But like the flying geese, the way I set that one up, I was setting, I cut one day. I cut maybe 2 or 3 days, set them up in stacks, work that stack, work through the stacks, or work a certain way. Like for the flying geese quilt, for the flying geese quilt, I cut them all up and put them in stacks. That was the best way to work that. So then after the stacks, I broke them up into, like, first we're going to do all the small flying geese. We're going to sew all the half square triangles for that. So that took a day or 2 or 3 days. So you just have to break it up. Don't try to push yourself to do a whole bunch in a day, because you'll burn yourself out like that. You do it when you feel it. You got to feel it, and then you can go for it. Hold on, I'm going to move you guys, because I really just, this little bitty thing in this is not working. Hold on one second. All right, that little ironing board was cute in theory, but ain't nobody got time for that. Let's go ahead and knock this strip out so we can all go to bed. We all want to go to bed. Lindiana, this quilt right here that I'm getting ready to work on has one section that needs to have matching parts. That's why they say read that sucker. Not that you didn't read it through, and not, I'm not, but I had to keep, I read through, I don't know, there was one section of this that I really couldn't understand. And I am so glad that I was paying attention, because half the time they bold stuff, and even if they bold it, I just blaze right through it. And so it's me. It's not them, it's me. I get it. I know. It's all right. But there's one section that where it needs to match in order for me to get the look that the desired look. And I was like, oh, okay. And especially since I'm tweaking this guy, I've got to really pay attention. So it's not just you. I could have done it too. Easily done it. Could have easily done the same thing. I know. Tracy, you saw me trying to press on that little owl, and I refused to mess up that new Riley Blake mat by putting one of those other hot, I would press my wool mat, but no, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting ready to have any buckles in my You're right. We were getting ready to be here all night messing around with me being silly. Being silly. Sherry, you like your scrappy quilts? No fuss? I get it. I just love this community. I love how everybody has such different desires and needs from their quilting. I like it. I feel like I'm pulling this a different direction than I usually do. I am. I am pulling it from a different direction. It feels wrong. This feels so wrong. Well, I'm excited to get this quilt finished. If I were smart, before I start sewing, I would put that binding on. I mean, not the binding, that get that label prepped. Otherwise, it'll never happen. I also want to name those machines. I want to put the names on those machines. Who named those machines? Who was that? Was it Amanda? I think Amanda named those machines yesterday. My 3 machines over there, she's gonna call those machines. We're naming them Flora, Fauna, and Merriweather. It makes me giggle every time I say it. One of these days, I'm going to try my hand at a really scrappy quilt. Now, am I going to have to purchase scraps for it? Probably so. But, hey, you know, I want to see what a really scrappy quilt looks like. When I was looking at the Flying Geese quilt, I thought it was I was like, this is scrappy. I was like, this is not scrappy. You bought a fat quarter stack. you cut it up. It's just not, there are no repeating prints that I use, but I wouldn't consider it really scrappy. I was kidding myself. There's just no repeating prints. Like this one that I'm getting ready to do now. I'm like, oh, that's scrappy. Is it though? It's a jelly roll full of prints that all go with one another. I think it's very funny that I was trying to use that little owl and I have the world's best ironing board here with me. Love this ironing board. This was the best thing that I purchased in 2023, hands down. Hands down. I've got a video coming about that. My favorite purchase. That owl was a good purchase too, though. All my ironing boards were good purchases this year. Anybody wondering my bindings, I do it 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Yeah, this ironing board is not 60 inches. Is it 60 inches? I think it is 60 inches. It's great. It is long. I got it from if you drive down, Jay, it's I got it from Road to California. There's a woman who goes by the name of 108 Quilt Backings, because that's what she does. She sells 108 quilt backing. She makes these. And it just sits on top of your ironing board. Yeah. People, I refuse to ask. Oh my goodness. I can imagine people would be sending me all kinds of fabric. No, thank you. I should tell everybody to send me a square. Send me a 5-inch. You may send a 5-inch square. That is all. I think there's a guy. I know there's a guy doing a scrappy quilt. Oh, what is that gentleman's name? He's got that hat pattern that I want to play with. Oh, what is his name? He's on the tube, and he's doing a scrappy quilt of some sort. And I think he has his subscribers just sending him boxes of fabric. I think something along those lines. I can't keep up with all the people, but I know he's got that bomb hat design. He was wearing a cape hat with a matching cape shirt. He was killing the game at the quilt show. He was an entire vibe. Do I have a big fabric stash? Well, it depends upon what you call big. In comparison to everybody else on this live, no. No, I don't. For me, it's too big. So the only fabric that I really want to have here is a bolt of black, a bolt of white, a bolt of all things black and white. And that's really all I really want to have on hand, if I'm being honest. I don't feel good in a room surrounded by quilt fabric. That doesn't do it for me. I am in a room surrounded by a gazillion patterns that I will probably never, ever, 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 ever be able to get through. But fabric is not my thing. I buy fabric. I try. Actually, 99% of the time, I buy fabric that is specifically for a project, and then I try to work that project and get rid of that fabric. If, like you just saw this blue strip, you saw that I pulled out almost a yard of fabric that was in the scrap bag. And that's because once I use fabric, I'm done. That's stupid with solids. And I get it. I know. But with prints, especially, this life is too short to use the same fabric twice. In my world, that does not go for everybody. But for me, I'm like, I'm not doing that. But I'm also running a channel. So what I do, is a little different. But I'm not into stashes. I do not encourage stashes. I encourage you buy all the things, but not fabric. This is the buy all the things channel, not buy all the fabric channel. If you ever tell me or ask me, should I buy this fabric? My next question out of my mouth is going to be, what are you making with it? What's the pattern? When are you going to get to it? That does not mean I'm not a hoarder in other ways. Again, my patterns are ridiculous. My pattern collection is insane. But with that being said, I have purchased more fabric than I can keep up with. So I'm starting to have a stash. And I do kind of collect Tula Pink fabrics. So Tula Pink, I don't care if I have something for it or not. If I like it, I'm going to grab probably a yard or two of it. Just off GP. I allow myself that. But even that is starting to get out of control. So those are my crazy rules and whatnot about stashes. I do not encourage stashes. I encourage sewing and trying the things. Yeah, Pat Sloan is huge. Pat Sloan says she's done. She says she needs a break. That's funny. I wish I knew where my binding buddy was. Where could it be? Oh, right there. Found it. Again, this room is so small, guys. There are only so many places that things can be. Here she is. She's a cutie patootie. Just in case anybody wanted to know. It's by Doohickey Designs. And we are just going to wind it up. Just a little something that you can stick your binding on. You see I got all this binding, and it's just going to be thrown over here on the floor, which is not cute. So I'm just going to roll it up on this and save it for when I'm ready to use it. Pat Sloan says she's done. Anybody watch The Last Homely House? I want to see what she's up to. I haven't seen her for a while. Every now and then I pop in and see what everybody's doing across the Quiltiverse. You guys, do I need to trademark that one too? Because I just cracked myself up. Just totally cracked myself up for that one. Just the Quiltiverse. Oh my gosh. The Quiltiverse of Madness. I gotta write that one down, you guys. I tickle myself. Did anybody else crack up a little bit? So yeah, just sold a binding notion like that. Oh, did they? Sounds about right. So yeah, it's killing the game. Real calming. Yeah. I wouldn't say that this would be the channel for calm either. It's a spool that attaches to a card that hangs around my neck that unwinds easily as I sew. Well, that sounds amazing. I've seen people actually put their binding buddies on a spool stand. Um, I haven't ever tried that. I just do my thing, but Jay, I am right behind you. I think I'm gonna cut a little bit of a jelly roll maybe, and then I'm out of here tonight. Night night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you back here soon. Kate, is that her? Which one is Kate? Is Kate the daughter that helps her do the things now? Lindiana, look at you hanging. You up late. Everybody's up late. Oh, I'm definitely not doing that label tonight, Debbie. I need to go. I do that one at my house, like with my computer. Not that there are not computers here, obviously, obviously, but I run that through my printer and all that. I guess I could do it here. I haven't set up a computer system here, and I was just telling somebody that I think I'm going to set up a computer in the shipping and embroidery department. I'm thinking about it. Nobody laughed at my quote verse, my quilty verse. Does that mean it's not good? Does that mean it's time for me to go to bed? No, Anna is her daughter-in-law. Okay, so who's Kate? Who's Kate? This is a ball of madness. Oh, okay. Oh, the last homely house. Kate. It's yeah. Again, I pop in and out. All right. What am I going to do? I'm going to cut a few of these, I think. No, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I am going to cut a fat quarter of this fabric, which I literally keep on a bolt. I have a bolt of this fabric. And I purchased some more because I'm insane. when I was in Missouri, I thought I was going to start another quilt that I did not start. I've got to stop thinking that when I go to retreats, I'm going to do anything more than run my mouth. Got to stop thinking that. No productivity. Have I shown that other quilt? Ooh. Where is that quilt? Is that quilt finished? You guys, I think I have a finished quilt around here somewhere that nobody's ever seen. I never showed that quilt. We got content. That makes me very happy. Debbie, you want a word for tonight? Are you calling it? Let me see. What did we talk about tonight that's good? What did we talk about tonight? Thanks, Tracy. I will. My bed is calling me too, because I think I just cut this in a weird way. I think it's right. That's right. Panels. Let's talk. Okay, panels it is. If you guys made it all the way through the live, the word for tonight is panels. Points if you use it in a sentence. Panels. I got 12 of them sitting over there. 12 panels. I'm going to keep going a touch because I've still got a little more gas in me. See you at the show, Tracy. We're going to a show. Is it next week? If today is the 7th, next week is the 14th. Ooh, I really do need to test that microphone before we do that in case I can't get in early. Things to do. Always things to do. What did I just do? This runs with the selvage. What's up, Laureen? What you doing? I want you to come to the meeting. I've decided that your excuse for not coming is not good enough. So I've decided. I have decided that I want to see you at the guild meeting tomorrow. I cannot go another day without seeing you. Your spirit is not good enough. You keep your spirit. I want to see your face. Well, I've seen people bring people with them before. You can do that. Bring your company with you. I want you there. Nope. Just nope. See? It's not doing what I want. It's my birthday wish. That, and I didn't get any caviar tonight. But I did. Oh, you know what? I saw what you eat. It is rigatoni D. It's rigatoni D. I thought about you when I saw it on the menu. Rigatoni D is your jam. I had lobster carbonara, and oh my god, I tried to hurt myself at dinner tonight. Lobster carbonara. I had fried zucchini. I had some kind of flatbread or something. I ate entirely too many creme brulees. Some lemon tarts. So it was ridiculous. I put a hurting on some food. And basically the whole basket of bread. I ate all the things. It was so good. It was so, that lobster carbonara was, I had to make myself stop. I was like, stop. This is ridiculous. I had eaten so much food. And it was so much food. What's up, Paula? Paula, you woke up. I love that you woke up and saw that I'm out here. Thanks, Paula. Good night, Lindiana. Thanks for hanging out with me. Paula, I'm not going to be on here long. We're not doing anything. We're just hanging out a little bit. I'm keeping some people company, running my mouth in the background. I love that. People are like, I just put you on in the background. I'm like, yes. Yes, do that. Love that. I love it, love it. What's up, Joyce? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Nope, I'm getting ready to mess with something, and I'm not thinking it through, so we're going to move away from that. I'm going to just move away from that. If I turn that one more time, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. You guys saw that? I got to turn in that sucker and turn in it again and turn in it one more time. Something was about to go wrong. I felt it. So we will move away from it. You know, people always wonder if the pinking is included in the 2.5. For this one, which is Riley Blake, yeah, 2.5 is just what it is. You catch the pinking in the 1/4 inch seam. But I know for sure I've gotten 5-inch squares where you can cut off the pinking and still have it there, which is interesting. Interesting. To me anyway. Yep, I'm going to bed. I'm calling it. Yeah, Debbie, right? Debbie, I'm like, let me just stop completely. I was getting ready to move on to something else, but because I'm not familiar with this is not mindless sewing. This is a brand new quilt. I don't want to screw it up. I'm going to bed. Debbie, you were absolutely right. It's time to call it. Again, if you guys made it this far, drop panels in the comment section. And again, points if you use it in a sentence. I am calling this birthday done. We are done for tonight. I'm going home. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Paula, yeah, this one's going to be homespun by Modernly Morgan. I even went through her website a little bit. I really like some of her patterns. Here it is right here. Heart spun. And I'm going to zhuzh it. I'm going to give it a little something. I think. I'm pretty sure I am. But I need to go sit with this pattern a little bit and think on it before I start doing stuff, because I'm already, giving it a little zhuzh. So, all right, guys. I will catch you guys probably tomorrow because we need to test this little guy right here. Matter of fact, let me make sure the batteries are all charged and ready to go. And it looks like they are. Perfect. All right. Night, night. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. At some point, we will be at M&L testing this, seeing what happens. All right. Bye-bye.